Okay, I'm going to be doing an outcome reading. I'm very sorry if I'm sniffly today. I may be coming down with something. I'm going to try to take some medicine and hope that it just goes away. So if I'm sniffling, I apologize. This is going to be an outcome reading, a general outcome reading. If it doesn't resonate for you, or basically just take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're trying to make it fit, then it just might not be the reading for your situation. You can check out my other videos or wait for another one. Let's see. I'm going to go over your past, present, and future, your mental environment, and then your external environment, your advice and likely outcome. Also wanted to do a disclaimer that my readings are not for everybody. It's not cut and dry. If it comes down to taking advice, find an expert of the topic. So whether it's legal or like physical, like a doctor, or for if you need a lawyer or anything like that, anybody who's actually an expert in that field, definitely take their professional advice over mine or any other tarot reader's word. Let's see, we have your past and we have your present. The past is the Two of Cups in reverse, and your present is the Five of Wands. Right off the bat, what I'm getting is a type of relationship that you may have been stuck in, and this goes with my outcome reading short that I just did as well. It's possibly expanding on that, where if you really wanted love, or you thought it was love, and maybe you kind of find yourself maybe bickering, fighting, just stressed out, you know what I mean? It's not, sure isn't feeling like love at the moment is what I'm getting at. And I feel like with your future, it's almost like the future is now. We have your Eight of Swords in reverse. So instead of being blindfolded to maybe the realities going on around you, or holding yourself back with, well, maybe it'll get better, maybe it'll get better, maybe it'll get better. Maybe you're getting tired of thinking that it might get better when you're just kind of sort of realizing it doesn't always actually get better. Sometimes trying to think of what I'm trying to say here. It's not that the decision was wrong, but it is an opportunity to learn about growth and about yourself. And especially if my short outcome reading does resonate with you, then what I really wanted to expand on was when it comes to sticky situations such as this, where you were really hoping for the best, you literally were trying to have a good outcome or a good family or a good job, and you're like, this will be great, and then it turns out it's really not that great, and it's not good, and it's not healthy. I always encourage taking a look at yourself before everything else, because you can't control anybody else. Sure, so-and-so is doing this. Sure, so-and-so is doing that. But why did you get to that situation in the first place? Now, you could go too heavy on that and blaming yourself for the situation that's going on around you. And that's not entirely fair either. But at the same time, you can take up enough of the responsibility that, okay, I can't blame myself for the fact that the relationship didn't work out. But I can realize that there were red flags, such as the other person not liking my gifts, or clearly kind of not wanting to spend time with me, but I kept pushing. And now that we're in this situation, I'm just kind of trying to take up my faults, not to the point of guilt tripping myself over, well, this didn't work out and it's all my fault, I should never have started. It's not like that. It's just that I just wanted love. I just wanted a friend. And there's a different way to go about it than just picking anybody or settling for somebody who isn't giving you the best of themselves. You know what I mean? And it could also be finding out the opportunity is actually, what I'm getting more so is that you're realizing you aren't being able to be your best self either. No matter like how hard you try, you're just like, I keep getting stuck, getting upset. Like, it takes two to fight, right? It takes two. Like, this is 5 of Wands conflict. There's legit 5 freaking people here that could put their sticks down and be nice. You know what I mean? So this isn't really about pointing any fingers. I don't want to encourage that in this situation in any way, shape, or form. And it's not even about pointing fingers at yourself right now. Just the fact that you're realizing that you want more, that you want better, is a big enough deal. We have your mental environment. We have the Queen of Cups. So this very loving, nurturing side is really, really not just wanting to come out. It is coming out. And the fact that she's a queen too. This is somebody who has emotional control, who has the skills to communicate effectively. So whether you are wanting to do that or you're trying to do that, and that means the world, the fact that you are doing that, that's what's making you a queen right now. That's what's making you, like, for this to come out as your mindset is a really good thing. It shows me that there is a lot of healing that has been done and that is continuing to take place. For your external environment, we have the world. I'm getting manifestation is at hand. And I see a very sandy desert in the background. It's really super pretty. And quote, like, 1,000,000 freaking stars. Like, it's hard to see. My camera's not too great, and I'm sorry. But there's so many pretty stars here. And it's like, make a wish on a star. And there's like a freaking million out there. Congratulations. Like, this is leaving a lot of room for you to get so many things that you want. For your advice, we have the 4 of Wands upright. So happy families, reunion, coming home, celebrations, surprises, parties, weddings, events, feeling welcome, community or family coming together, community spirit, teamwork, and success. What I'm getting is that put more of this on your mind. Visualize and see it working out. It may not have to be that person. Because like I said, I really like to take an inward approach to things. And that means learning to detach from people and situations, so that you can get to the core of yourself. It's not about, it'd be nice if that worked out because that is what you wanted. Sometimes it might work out in a different way. So getting to the core of yourself is really going to streamline these manifestations a lot faster to you. Just the idea of, I have a happy family. Not that you're putting names and faces in your mind. If that pops up, then go ahead and learn how to detach from that. Just because if you could say the sentence and feel like that's true, That's beyond enough. Less is more. Keeping it general and keeping it vague will really allow the flexibility of life to happen, because you don't want to put that energy on your boyfriend that I have a happy marriage. I have a happy marriage. Like, legit, you're not married yet. I'm just going to be front and I'm just going to be forward. There's a reason you are not married yet. So, and I'm not trying to be rude to anybody who likes to do that and enjoy that and feel that. But the thing of it is, if you just feel like I have a happy marriage and you know that, like, okay, so I want a man, I'm attracted to men, it's gonna be a man, but the qualities of that man, he's really nice, really sweet, what I'm really wanting right now, somebody who just has affection for me. To me, somebody who has affection for me is a huge deal. I want them to like me, and I didn't find that out, like, I couldn't find that out apparently by myself. I found that out because I've had a string of people who I was literally with in very serious relationships that didn't even like me. It's possible. I don't know how, but it's possible. I accepted, just the simple presence of somebody who was there and didn't scream at me or didn't yell at me or didn't, wasn't rude. You know what I mean? Or at least for the most part. And to me, at the time, that was enough until it cultivated in my heart. I was like, well, I keep wanting more. And I had to learn that it wasn't selfish to want the best. It's not selfish of me to want someone who actually likes to look at me because they think I'm pretty. That's not selfish, because I know that because I want to look at him because I think he's hot. You know what I mean? It goes both ways. So by learning to, in a healthy way, detach enough of all the excess stuff that is not you, then this advice that's really coming through as far as you being able to manifest the life that you want is learning how to, what it's going to teach you is how to want things for yourself. So not wanting the marriage because you're already with somebody and, you kind of already had conversations about it. And so he's already along with it. And, that's just settling. And that leaves, that could cut off, his dream person too. If you guys happen to go separate ways, it's possible. Go separate ways, you both are still cool with each other, yeah, that was a person, we didn't work out, it just kept getting too toxic, but you know what, we're gonna heal after this, and then we both find things that we really truly enjoy. That's what I always looked for. That's what I always tried to hold in my mind, because I don't want to break up with somebody and then continue to be toxic about it. Well, I hope they rot. Well, I hope they find a bitch. You know what I mean? I'm not like that. I hope they find healing. If they didn't get it with me, then I'm sorry. That sucks, because, of course I wanted that. That's why I was there in the first place. But if it didn't happen, and it didn't happen, that's not going to say that we both can't find something else. And in fact, what I'm thinking is it just feels like more. Like we'll both get more. There's more families now, more people, more relationships that are happy and healthy, and that makes me feel good. Because you're not going to run into somebody and be like, 12 years down the line and be like, you look like shit. You know what I mean? It's going to be like, wow, you look great. Yeah, you know what? I've been great. Sorry I was an asshole back then, but hey, here's my wife, wow, it's so nice to meet you. What a great catch up. That's something I would love to see. I would love to have that. That's part of having a queen mindset. Very objective, very appreciative of overall that she has had in her life. This river of emotions. There's a lot you really think about. There's a lot that you really care about. And and all these stars, there's a lot of wishes that you have that can be fulfilled. And this card with your advice is telling you, yeah, go ahead. Let's fulfill them, and this is how. Part of how is by visualizing yourself actually having what you want. I'm just getting a really big sense that there's a lot of you out there who don't know how to do that, don't know how to see what you want. Or if you think, well, of course, I want my knight in shining armor. I want him to kneel down with, a bouquet of flowers just to say, hey, I like you. You know what I mean? But the overtone or the undertone of that being, but I won't get it, but that doesn't happen, but no one will feel that way about me. That's the kind of thing that we're going to work on changing. That's the kind of thing we're going to work on developing. We're going to go from this knight in shining armor that doesn't want me to I'm a queen. The knight in shining armor doesn't want the peasant. You know what I mean? That could be a sad reality to all of us, but he's a very noble person. He's ready to go. And if the peasant isn't, because as a peasant, you don't feel good, you don't feel great, you feel poor or dirty or just flat out not good enough. And that's why the Knight of Cups is in reverse. And I really feel like this queen is trumping that. Because by the power of your thoughts, you start thinking more highly of yourself. Dude, the knight is coming to her and kneeling before her. You know what I mean? Like, not that you're going to be better, but it's just like you're beyond worthy. Does that make sense? That's it. That's just all I got. Like, all the thoughts just like are like a water faucet turned off. Like, that's it. Congratulations. You are on track. You are on time. You are doing fantastic. And I can't wait to continue to grow with you. Have a good night.